Ladies, I am here tonight on the show. And tonight we are going to talk about the NFL, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go around the league here on a Friday. So, just like on a few weeks ago, I reported as a professional that I am that the Kansas City, the Washington Commanders made an offer, or at least tried to make an offer to the Kansas City Chiefs about Patrick Mahomes. Now they say that now they made even a more serious offer that this is more realistic towards the Seattle Seahawks for Russell Wilson. Not a lot of information, but per Ian Rappaport, the Commanders made a serious, strong offer to Seahawks for Russell Wilson. Now we're not Russell Wilson, I think he last year he was complaining. He ended up staying. There was a lot of rumors that he was going to go to Chicago, but at the end, Seattle decided not to do the trade and keep him in Seattle for one more season. Now I think this year he unfollowed Seattle Seahawks off of social media. So there were reports he could be traded again. The Eagles have been linked. Now, like the Commanders are linked. Last year, the Bears were linked. But Washington's been making a lot of noise. They wanted Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, they're not going to get Patrick Mahomes. But now they're turned their attention to Russell Wilson. They're very serious here. The Washington Commanders, man. I think they want to kick up this thing. They feel like maybe they're a new franchise with a new name and everything, new logo. We'll see what happens. But according to Rappaport, they've made a very strong offer to the Seahawks for Russell Wilson. I don't know where they're at in negotiations or what, but they did make an offer. All right, it is being reported again by Ian Rappaport. Aaron Rodgers is truly torn on where he wants to play in 2022. Oh, man. A lot of people thought he made his decision by now. He was just trolling. But apparently, according to Ian Rappaport, in his sources, he's not sure what the hell he's going to do. Obviously, Green Bay or Denver? That's what everybody seems to think, right? Denver, maybe Miami. I don't know, man. It's interesting. But I'm assuming if he were to leave, it would be to an AFC team. We'll keep an eye on that, obviously. The Saints plan to use their franchise tag. No, will not use their franchise tag on safety Marcus Williams. So they will let him go in free agency. Wow. And that is according to Jeremy Flower. Let's see more news. Report 3 teams prepared to pay legit money to sign free agent Jaguars wide receiver DJ Chark, according to Jordan Schultz. All right. Report teams expect to inquire about trading for Giants cornerback James Bradberry, per Ian Rappaport. A lot of fucking trade, man. Bills have granted permission for wide receiver Cole Beasley to seek a trade, per Mike Florio. So maybe the Bills, they were apparently a few days ago it came out they were interested in Rob Gronkowski. Now they're saying they're willing to trade Cole Beasley. Wow, man. Patriots star cornerback J.C. Jackson is expected to hit free agency, per Ian Rappaport. Kirk Cousins unlikely to give the. So I don't know. Again, they don't want a franchise tag him, I guess. C.J. Jackson, the cornerback from Patriots. Maybe they want the money for a wide receiver. Report Kirk Cousins unlikely to give the Minnesota Vikings hometown discount, per The Athletic. He's set to make $45 million in 2022. Jesus Christ, $45 million? Are you kidding me? Report Cowboys are polarizing a long-term deal for Michael Gallup. All right. Charles Robinson reporting. Of course, the reports are Amari Cooper might not come back. He might get released or traded, man. There it is. Amari Cooper. Per Ian Rappaport, Adam Schefter could be out of Dallas by the March 16 league year. So we'll see what happens there, man. Oh, yeah, but that was one of the biggest stories today, man. That Amari Cooper probably not going to be a Dallas Cowboy next year, man. Yeah, man, too injury prone. Remember that one game in Philadelphia in 2019? He kind of benched himself at the end of the fourth quarter. Kind of gave up on the game. Then, has had some injuries. Last year, I think he missed 2 games with COVID. The COVID thing is, it's hard. You can't, it's like a flu, right? You can get sick, but it is contagious, so you can avoid it by maybe not being in certain places. So a lot of people thought maybe he was unresponsible by getting it. Where the fuck were you? Here's another one. Former Monday Night Football analyst Brian Griese is leaving ESPN to become the quarterback coach of the San Francisco 49ers. So obviously ESPN has signed Troy Aikman to that long-term contract. So I think Brian Griese sees the writing on the wall. He sees he's no longer going to be a part of Monday Night Football. So he accepted a job with the San Francisco 49ers as a quarterback coach. We'll see how that goes, man. Also, the other analyst for ESPN Monday Night Football, Louis Riddick, is interviewing for the general manager job of the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I think these guys are saying, hey, Troy Aikman's going to take over this Monday Night Football shit. We might as well look for other jobs, and that's what they're doing. Again, Cowboys are working with Michael Gallup on a long-term extension. The NFL's contract for the combine in Indianapolis expires after this year, and the combine could be held starting next year in Dallas, Los Angeles, or back in Indianapolis. Decision to be made soon. Just like the draft, right? Remember the draft for many years in New York. Now they started going to Chicago, Las Vegas, Cleveland. Maybe they'll do the same thing with the combine, because apparently the Indianapolis contract's about to expire. We'll see what happens. It needs to be a dome so it doesn't rain. So yeah, obviously like LA or Dallas where they have a roof. It has it not only a warm area, but an area that it has a roof. So if it rains, you're okay. All right. I think that's it. I think that might be it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yeah, I think that's it. No more news. All right, ladies and gentlemen. And now I want to say for watching the C Sports Show tonight. Thank you. Have a good night, everybody. See y'all. What the fuck is happening to the show?